Hello, and welcome to Open Letter Theology. The primary purpose of this channel, as you might have guessed by the title, is to seek after and preach for Jesus Christ. These sermons should be regarded as open letters, not the end of a conversation or the final certain word, but instead as a conversation starter. I'm not God. I won't claim that everything I say is true, especially not with absolute certainty. In the process of seeking the Lord and trying to carry out His will as best as possible, I'm going to be speaking to three radically different audiences while simultaneously not trying to please any of them. Part of the reason we get echo chambers is we try to please our own audience. We tell people what they want to hear, and in turn they watch our videos, subscribe, and like. That will not be my goal. My goal is not to please you. It is not to reinforce your existing beliefs. It is to present new ideas or perspective to you and say, hey, think about that for a while. Let the ideas stew and bubble in your head, and if you like, send me an email or comment about what ruminations come to you while you let the pot simmer. The first audience I am trying to reach, without pleasing, are fellow Christians. The primary focus of speaking to this audience is to get people to think about their faith. In particular, for this audience, I want to stretch the way you think about God. Especially here in the West, we tend to put God in something of a box. In my experience with God, He takes exception to that. The moment I think I've figured out God, He throws me a colossal curveball to remind me that He is God, and I am not. So expect plenty of videos that force you to rethink some of the doctrines you were taught when you were young lads, lasses, and everyone in between and outside the gender binary. We as Christians also tend to have some of the lowest religious literacy scores in the USA. So I will be trying to nudge the needle in those realms too. The second audience I'm trying to reach without pleasing are agnostic atheists. I to some degree understand the position of the agnostic atheist, because I was one for about 10 years. I was by no means a casual atheist either. I was devout in my lack of belief. I went headlong into one of the most atheist of atheist fields, psychology. Which is highly ironic, because psychology literally means study of the soul. But I digress. I don't expect to be able to convert very many agnostic atheists. It isn't my job to. That is the Holy Spirit's job. I do hope to make those agnostic atheists among you scratch your heads, stroke your chins, and wonder a bit about the God question, and specifically Jesus. However, conversion is something I do not have the power to do. I can only present information to you in new and interesting ways, and try to provide a perspective that I've cobbled together after my own atheism had its roots axioms disproved to its face and shattered to pieces. The third audience I am trying to reach without pleasing are people running headlong out of the New Age and the occult. While I cannot empathize perfectly with people of the New Age and the occult, I can provide a perspective for those leaving such circles. It is my hope to provide such people and those that have been victims of occult practitioners with an alternative belief system to either classical Protestant Christianity, atheism, or the New Age and occult beliefs they are running from. A belief system that acknowledges the lordship of Christ and His capacity to save, without having some of the fancy-dress doctrines we Protestants sometimes put around our relationship with the Lord, that can cause people to veer from relationship with Him in the first place. Now, reaching out to such a diverse number of audiences while trying to please none of them has the potential to turn the comment section into a volatile combat zone. Which is why I will be moderating the comment section, at least to a degree. I shall not begrudge anyone for speaking the truth or what they honestly believe. But if you start name-calling, trash-talking, or otherwise disrespecting anyone, and I mean anyone, you will be banned from the comments section. The hope is that by doing this, we can foster a community of people that like being exposed to ideas and feelings outside of their respective echo chambers without spewing vitriol at one another and me. Well, that about sums it up. Welcome, and I look forward to thinking about God with you for a while.